Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, enthralling qualifying, and now at the home of the British Grand Prix, or sorry, the home of Formula 1, we're at the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone Circuit. Welcome along to round 12, the F1RC Season 12 campaign, of course, where 12 drivers line up on the grid for Silverstone. So let's introduce the starting lineup here in Silverstone. Alright, Oiskry qualifies on pole for his home racing for the first time. Greninja Warriors won this race before. He starts P2 for Ferrari. Then we have Nero, best ever qualifying for him. He starts P3 for BMW today, with Danny, again another home race driver for Red Bull, back in Red Bull, of course. He's in P4. Then we have P5 belonging to Sam, got knocked out in Q2. Same with Chris, man sitting P3 in the championship. He starts P6. Another championship Red Bull, Pi Luca, knocked out in Q2 again. He sits second in the standings. He starts P7. Matsky in Red Bull, he starts for P8 with Boombox in Lamborghini for P9, trying to score more points for Lambda. Then we have Liam, another home race driver in McLaren. He starts P10. His second BMW, this is Epic Lexer in P11. Championship leader, joined late, didn't participate in qualifying, James Rigby. He starts dead last in P12. Alright, and I've got no F5 members with me. 25 laps, the CC limit, 30, 35, 40. Is everyone ready? I gotta reset anyways, so. Alright. Let's see. Alright, make sure, by the way, do not speed in the pit lane. Just remember, just don't speed in the pit lane, please. I'm not trying to give up penalties for that shit. Alright, where's Oiskry's name? There we go. Alright, looks like everyone's ready. Let's do this shit. Alright then, so we get prepared. The second half of the season is soon underway. For some reason, Chris is late to the gun. 5 laps on the head of the drivers. He's back in his car. Someone's jumped down to the back of the McLaren. It's lights out on the way. We go, Liam. You have a drive-through penalty for jumping the start of Oiskry. This is a pretty decent start. Greninja wearing the Ferrari, trying to pull up alongside him. He's actually going alongside. What is the McLaren doing? That is Liam in the background, trolling his life, and he's going, oh, god damn it, Liam. Okay. Alright, well, it looks like Oiskry's got the corner through turn 4, that is. And now on the 5, onto the Wellington straight we go. Looks like he's managed to pull a little bit of a gap to Greninja Warrior. The Sam, or so, yeah, that's the vehicle of Sam, up to P3, so decent start for him. Danny's dropped a position, or sorry, he stayed in P4, back down the inside. He's trying to get up to P3. This is, he's fighting the V car at the moment. You see the Ferrari of Green trying to go around the outside of off field, not going to work this occasion. Oiskry maintains his lead for the time being as we approach cops right now. Oiskry still in P1, then it's the Ferrari of Green, then we have Sam in P3. I think that's Danny in P4 for Red Bull. Oiskry's going a bit wide, I might compromise him. Look at Greninja Warrior all over the rear end of this Braun GP. Used to be in that car, of course, then Green to the inside, through Maggots and Beckett's, side by side. You don't see that out too often here at Silverstone, and one of the BMWs is going wild, cutting the corner. Okay, well, you gotta give the positions back. Is that Epic? Yeah, Epic, you gotta just lift through Stowe, and then I'll probably, like, you'll be fine. I mean, yeah, Epic, lift slightly. Well, never mind. You're fine. Okay, he went wide. Doesn't matter. Alright. Alright, well, looks like at the end of lap 1, it is Oiskry, your race leader, from Chris now up to P2. Green in P3, James P4, Sam in P5, Epic P6. And we have Pi in P7, where he qualified. Nero down to P8, started P3 on the grid. Danny P9 as well, not getting a good start. Then Matsky, then Boom, then Liam, of course, who crashed early on. So, yeah, Liam will make his way back to the grid eventually. Hopefully, I don't know. See what James Rigby's up to right now. Championship leader trying to get up the inside of Greninja Warrior up to P3. He's trying to think about right now. Chris thinking about the race lead. Side by side with Oiskry right now. Oiskry doesn't want to give that up so easily. He'll stay ahead of the Rusty for the time being. Meanwhile, the second Rusty's a James. Looks like he's fighting the Ferrari here, Greninja Warrior. And these two fought so many times in FUL for the championship. Here in F1RC, they fought a couple of times as well. As Chris going wide off the racing line. Oiskry forcing him off the track. But he doesn't want to give up the position so easily, though, does Chris. Into Maggots and Beckett's just like it was on lap 1. Oiskry trying to fend this off. The Ferrari of Green going a bit wide, trying to get a better line through the edge of the chapel, and it's worked out for him. He stayed ahead of James Rigby. Oiskry stayed ahead of Chris. As you see, that's also Epic fighting with the V-carb of Sam here, and that's for P5. Is James to the inside of the Ferrari. It looks like, yeah, now it's a Rusty sandwich right now because Green's in the middle of that. 4-way fight for P1 this could be. As you see, Sam in the background went a little wide. He oversteered a bit on the exit of Fail Chicane, and it's the 4-way fight for the lead. Chris, your race leader, then Oiskry, then James, then Green, all separated by about 2/10. I'm gonna lead. Alright, Liam. Right. Okay. 2 Rusties versus 1 Ferrari and 1 Braun. I can't even tell who's the leader. I think it might be Chris. It is Chris, yeah. Alright, Chris leading, I think, Green's back up to P2. And also, this is a brilliant fight. I'm sure Pailuka would love to be part of this, but he's down in P7 right now. He's struggling for pace. It's a bit wide for Oiskry there. Not ideal for him. Trying to fight for this podium. He's lost to P1. He's off the podium. Sam's been forced off the track by Epic in the BMW, so not ideal for him. So now, I believe a Rusty is 1-2. James has gotten up to P2. Through cops we go. 3 wide through cops. Love to see it, as Sam pushing that BMW through cops practically. Let's see what the midfield fight looking like. Oh, look at Oiskry, matter of fact. Round the outside, maybe up for P2. He's up to P2 now. Gonna try and fight Chris. Let's see the midfield's looking like. Pailuka right now is trying to close in on the fight with Epic and Sam. That's Nero behind him, not too far behind. I guess Liam's had an issue, which he has. He's off the... I don't know where he's at. He's like where the bleachers are. Yeah, okay. Well, I think he might be out of this race. Not sure. Epic Lexer staying ahead of the V-Carb of Sam for the time being. But I'm sure they would love to help each other in trying to close the gap to the leaders that they can see ahead of them. How it just get flung? Alright, well, I don't know. Let's see. Pie starting to close in a little bit. He's closing it enough. Nero as well trying to do his job and close in with Pailuka, Matsky, and Danny. Let's see, where's Danny? First time Danny's raced in a while, so he's getting used to driving the car again, of course. It's at his home race. Red Bull, both of them scoring points right now, so at least that's a positive sign for them. 4 laps in, might as well do a CC status update as we go back to the leaders. It is a Rusty's 1-2. CC status update. Liam 13, Epic 12, Pi 5, Sam 4, Boom on 3, Danny 3, James 3, Chris 3, Green on 3, Matsky 2, Nero on 2, Oiskry on 2, and that's all we got. So, here we go. Can I get a new car and just be a lap down? Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Yep, I'll just put you... I mean, you're going to be lap down anyway, so... Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Go on. There'll probably be a safety car at some point, so you'll probably get back in it. Alright, let's see. Is Chris the leader? Yes, he is, but he's fighting with James. These two, obviously, championship rivals, but as well, teammates. Chris, by 17 thousandths of a second, is ahead. We're on lap 5, of course. Into Village we go. James Rigby up the inside, trying to get ahead of Chris for the race lead. And James has won this race before, back in season 7, if you remember. Been a long while since this man won his home race, but he's done it before. The last time that a British driver won their home race, of course, was James Rigby. See if he can do that again today. He's going to bit deep through Brooklands. Might compromise his line through Lovefield. Chris trying to pounce on that. And James, onto the gravel, onto the slippy stuff. And he's lost some time. Chris back ahead of his teammate, ever so slightly. So, there's that. Let me see. Am I spectating the right guy? Okay, Chris is the one with the Rusty's helmet. So, alright. Note to self. Well, Sam being pushed off the track by Epic Lexer. But I think Sam's actually gotten ahead. Yes, he has. Sam and the V-Carb ahead of the BMW of Epic. Great stuff for him. He's now up to P5, but he's lost some time through Maggots and Beckett's, and Epic's still on this, of course. Still fighting with his heart. Gringe Wars lost some time to Oiskry. Now he could even be under pressure from Sam and Epic behind. Epic to the inside of Stowe. Sam going a bit deep to the corner. He's going off the track here. But is he staying ahead of the BMW? For the moment, it looks like he has. Epic trying to get back down the inside, and he's done that brilliantly. Epic back up to P5. Good move through Vale, using his experience to good use. And he gets ahead of the V-Carb once more. So as I was talking about Green, struggling a little bit. Yeah, might be. He's on the soft tires. So, might be struggling a little bit for tire wear here with Oiskry starting to pull away. He's up now to P3. The two Rusties continuing to fight. Sam and Epic continuing to fight. Pailuka hasn't been able to close in all of this, so maybe he's struggling for pace outright. Not going to be a good sign for him, as he's probably going to get overtaken by Chris in the championship. Let's take a look at the live standings right now. Well, not live, but you know what I mean. Okay, Pailuka on 117, James on 121, Chris on 94. So, yeah, Chris got some time to make up, or some points to make up. Alright, let's see. Race has calmed down a little bit. James is now leading by a decent amount. Not a decent amount, but he's got a bit of a gap to his teammate here. Oiskry still in P3. Green going super wide. through the exit of Beckett's, that was. Sam back ahead of Epic Lexer. Lap 6. We're going to wonder when these lot are going to pit. I mean, it is Silverstone. Tire wear can be quite aggressive. And make sure these lot do not speed in the pit lane. There is a white line on the pit lane entry to notify them when it is safe to put on the brakes. And that's where you know the pit limiter line is, so you don't get a penalty for speeding. Driver's going to make sure they watch for that line. I'm going to... Okay. Can I, like... There we go. I don't know why Beatles wasn't working. It's glitched. But, alright, let's see. Yeah, there's the white line right here. Make sure drivers don't speed. It starts at the start of the curve in the pit lane. So, yeah, James Rigby still leading. Looks like Oyster applying pressure to Chris here. Is Chris going a little wide onto the sand? So maybe Oyster looks like he's feeling more confident on his tires. Able to push him a bit more compared to Chris. Just through cops we go. Green still in P4. Sam still fighting with Epic, but he's ahead of the BMW. Pi there in the background as well. See as Danny and Matsky. As Danny pulled away from Matsky, he's got quite a gap to Matsky. I think Danny's actually thinking about trying to put on a fight with Nero, as that's the BMW ahead of him. Everything else is calmed down. Matsky and I think Boone's actually decently close to Matsky, yeah. Oh, bit of oversteer for Boone though. It looks like hopefully Matsky doesn't get too pressurized by Boone. He's got a charging Lambo behind him. It's been quite a disappointing season for Lambo, it must be said. I mean, they finished P2 in the Constructors' Championship last season. On the debut season, this time they sit bottom of the standings, having lost both their star drivers, Oyskry and Bruno Raptors. Bruno having retired from the league, and Oyskry moved over to Braun, fighting for another title, of course. So we'll see what Lamborghini's future will be like. As Green Ninja Warrior, sorry, this is Oyskry still closing in on Chris here. Might even be sizing up a move as Liam on the side of the track. Not sure what he's up to, but look at Oyskry. Maybe to the inside of off-field. This could be a great move. He's going to be forced a long way around, though, by the rest of these, and Chris slams the door shut. I'm not going to allow Oyskry to get by so easily. What is Liam doing? Alright. Well, it's great. Okay. Oyskry, that was his closest opportunity yet. Was able to close it on Chris. Thought about a move. Got side by side with them, but... Chris, we know how feisty of a defender he can be, so easily slams the door shut. A little wide for him, he should be okay. Meanwhile, Sam and Epic still going hammer and tongue. They've been like this the whole race, just equally matched in pace. Looks like Epic's now slightly ahead. They're wheel to wheel down the hanger straight into turn 15. This is through Stowe. Sam to the inside, but he's gone a bit wide, too deep on the brakes, and Epic will solidify P5 for the time being. All right. Lap 8 of 25 now. And the race has calmed down. James leading by about 7/10. Then it's Oyskry P3, Green in P4, Epic P5, Sam P6, Pi in P7, Nero P8, and Danny in P9. Matsky P10 as well. So, yeah. Boom in P11. Liam 2 laps down in P12. No DNF so far. Love to see it. W. Come on, keep it going, Liam. Keep it going. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Looks like Chris is maybe he started to put the throttle down a bit more as he's pulled a little bit of a gap to Oyskry. We're now starting to realize that James is starting to run away with this a little bit. Doesn't ideally want that to happen. James would extend this championship lead by quite a margin, since Pi Luca would only be finishing down in P7 if it were to stay like this. Green going super wide. Might as well do another CC status update, another 5 laps later. Epic on 25, he's 5 away from a penalty. Liam on 21, Sam 11, Oyskry 11, Green on 10, James 9, Chris 8, Boom on 7, Pi on 7, Danny on 6, Nero on 6, Matsky on 3. Alright. Someone's into the pit lane. Oh, that's one of the BMWs. What the hell? That was Epic. And alright, Epic, you have a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and you've like fully... And he's jumped out. Okay, well, he's jumped out, but like I don't know if his pit box was like Well, he couldn't even pit because he's stuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know what he... What have you done? What have you done? Well, he's got a 5-sec for speeding, so... I guess that... I think he might have just broken his car, though, because he jumped out of the pit lane. Yeah... Alright, well, looks like Epic is out. Okay. And he's jumped out, and he's... Yeah, suboptimal. Right, unfortunate. Okay. Looks like one of Boom's friends has joined. Sky Moore, not sure who you are, but yeah, welcome. Let's see, Boombox. Oh, look at this. Boombox actually really close to Matsky. It's been slowly pushing on, trying to get into the points for Lamborghini. Matsky maybe starting to feel a bit of tire wear. Boom continuing to push. Ninja Warrior is actually close to Oyster. Hang on a minute now. Green to the inside. He's gone a bit wide, but it's actually going to work in his favor. DJ, for some reasons, yep, okay. Just motoring around. Ninja Warrior up to P3. Not sure what happened with Oyster. Maybe his tire wear just suddenly dropped off. And looks like Green was able to compromise or capitalize on that. And he's gone ahead, but Oyster trying to fight this back. Running outside of Village, this is. Type in chat, where's the pit limiter? Start of the curve. Oh, what the? Okay, Liam. Was that Liam? Yeah, alright. Liam, you got a 5-sec for speeding in the pit lane. So, yeah, fortunate. I didn't speed. Yes, you did. Epic, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. No, Epic. Epic, no. No. Alright, you know what? Just don't get in anyone's way. Anyone gonna come in? Looks like nobody's coming in yet. Everyone's deciding to stay out. Lap 11 of 25. James still their leader. He's led most of this race now. What's the next pen? Liam, you got, no, you don't have a draw. You just have one if you were to speed the second time. Chris may be starting to close on James Rigby. The two Rusties have now dropped Oyster and Green. So, I got one for jump. Oh, you're stuck. Oh, crap. Yeah, I don't know what you've done, mate, but you're like in the escape road, but you're not. Maybe you could get out. Yeah, wiggle it out. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Alright. What the hell? I don't know where you're off to, but okay. I don't know. Alright, let's see. Here is, oh, James into the pit lane. Okay. Do not speed, James. Do not speed. It's a little... There we go. James cleanly in. Oyster, you have a 5-second time penalty. Speeding in the pit. God damn, everyone's in. Yeah, it did look fast on my screen anyways, yeah. I'm sorry, Oyster. It did look quite fast. No, but it's, fuck. That's not the, like, what I'm trying to get at. It's, I don't know, it's weird to explain. What did they say the rule was? 94? James just about made it. I think it was in 91. Because the pit limiter is designed on studs, not kilometers. So your since your character's moving with the car, it detects your character, not your car speed. That's why I suggest going way slower, because kilometers are obviously quicker than studs. So, yeah. Plus, I mean, when you went into the pit lane, it did look quite quick. So, yeah, it happened right in front of me, mate. Alright, let me put this stuff in. Okay, Liam. I think someone just came in. I think that might have been Chris. I was typing in the chat. Chris, you're cleaning in. Okay. Where's James, though? Gotta see where he is at. Someone else came in as well. Nero, you have a 5 sec, speeding in the pit lane. James actually fighting with the, that's the Red Bull. Where's Chris? This is Danny right now. Chris exiting the pit lane. This could be tight. I think Chris might have just pulled the overcut on this teammate. They're going to be wheel to wheel down this turn 2. I think James is slightly ahead, though. So Chris tried to pull the overcut, and it hasn't quite worked out, but he's got a lot fresher tires compared to his teammate. It is now right there with him. Danny stayed out in all of this, so he's now up P3 legitimately. So yeah, Oiskry in P3 of course right now, and he's quite a ways clear of Greninja Warrior, so decent margin. Not 5 seconds, but hopefully he can extend it to 5 seconds. That way Oiskry would be on the podium as Oiskry overtakes Danny. But the two Rusties came out really close on the exit of the pit lane, and they have decided to, well, 2 different strategies, and Chris, a lot fresher tires. Will that pay dividends later on in the race? We shall see. I actually haven't seen Pi Luca come in at all. I don't know where Pi is. Where's he at? Rob, give me... Did he come in? I didn't see his name. Well, I think he did. He came in with that gaggle of cars. Yeah, he came in earlier. I know he did. Surely. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, okay, yeah, he did. Alright. Alright, there we go. Epic. Oh, you're already out. Alright. Closest man to getting a penalty in terms of corner cuts would be Liam. He's on 24. And he's serving. Okay. There we go. Oh, Liam served his drive-through. Which you were supposed to serve within 3 laps, but like, who cares? Alright. It doesn't matter. Alright, Liam served. There we go. Oh. Alright, let's see. Okay. Chris still behind James for the moment. About 10 laps to go. I'm gonna serve the 5 sec next time. I bet. Chris about 3/10 back. Shit. Alright. Is Epic still going for the fastest lap? He hasn't even got it yet. Oh, it's at 22. Okay. Well, Liam's glitched it somewhere. James currently with the fastest lap, 25-1. So at the moment he would score maximum points. As Epic Lexter trying to get in Danny's way or something. Preferably don't do that, Epic. Look at Pi fighting right now with Sam. Alright, Liam pitting the service 5 sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, you're good, Liam. I didn't glitch anything. Well, not glitch, but like you like cut somewhere. Because the 22 obviously ain't possible. Okay. Yep. Yeah. That's not all right. All right. Let's see. The leaders: James Rigby, still your race leader. Oyster still P3. I guess this race is just gonna calm it down. Oyster though, crucially, not 5 seconds ahead of Greenwich Warrior though, so he's still got some ground to make up. Danny is pitted finally. And he is into the pit lane cleanly, I believe. He is, yeah. Alright, when Danny comes out, where is he gonna fall in? Looks like he's gonna fall into P8. Yep. Matsky currently, I think Boom pitted that much earlier. Maybe he just lost some time to Matsky. So there's that. Oyster needs to try and push on to extend the gap to 5+ seconds if he wants to finish on the podium. And Chris right now still hunting down James Rigby, as this would finish as another Rusty's 1-2. Looks like that for the time being. Yeah. How many 1-2s have this team had this season? Probably the most dominant driver pairing on the grid. A 10th in it between these two. They're just consistently extending the gap to Oyster and Green. So, yeah, their pace is pretty much unmatched. Oh, crap. Okay. So, approaching a lapped car. That is Liam. 4 laps down, Liam. Yeah, blue flags, mate. Race leaders are right behind you. Alright, thank you. Get this out of the way. There we go. Alright. Chris still giving chase as best he can, but isn't able. Alright, what is Liam doing? Okay. Liam, you got another drive-through for, and another 5 sec for those CCs. So, yeah, here he is, coming into the pit lane. He's got you've been disqualified, alright, for speeding in the pit lane, Liam. Fuck's sake. Because you've done it a 3rd time now, so the 3rd time speeding is a disqualification. Was only 2nd? Oh, okay, well, good guess. Alright, well, I guess this is the 5 sec plus the drive-through. Oh, well. Yeah. 5 sec plus drive-through being served, okay. Lovely, right. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. Chris now into the lead of the Grand Prix. So maybe the lap difference in tire wear has paid dividends for Chris. And he's now ahead of his teammate, crucially. We've got a Epic Lexer ahead, which is a lap. Well, it's not even lap. It's not even racing. So Epic, just probably get out of the way of these boys. Epic move. Race the leaders behind. Oh crap. Okay, well, never mind. Didn't even matter. Alright then, Chris and now your race leaders will go on to lap 20. Chris leads James Rigby by about a 10th and a bit. Oyster is still in P3, but still not 5 seconds clear of Greninja Warrior. Needs to try and find some sort of pace to finish on this podium. James Rigby trying to push on. You can see Chris trying to break the slipstream as we head on the Brooklands for the 20th time, and here it is. Chris defending that inside line, but it's gone a little deep to the exit. This could allow James Rigby to sweep around the outside of off field. This is going to work out. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to rejoin because lag is starting to get little intense. So. Oh, okay. Yep. Wrong button. Okay. Let's see. Who's leading? It is Chris now. With a pretty decent lead to James Rigby. And that lap of difference probably has paid dividends. On the lap 21, this will be, I believe. Yep, lap 21. Chris leading by about 6/10. What's happened with Liam now? Oyster P3, Green in P4. Oh, I think the gap has extended to 5 seconds. Oh, okay. Oh, Liam's flipped it. Okay, well, Liam's officially out now. It's nowhere near a safety car, though. That is miles within outside the track, and plus it's like 4 laps left. It'd be pointless. All right, well, Liam's out. Chris the leader, James P2, Green Ninja Warrior. Well, can I go get my car with the truck? Nah, man, the truck has collisions. I don't want you like getting in the way of the drivers. If I keep it off track, pretty sure it's like, is it sealed off? It's sealed off anyways. You can't even get out. Okay. Maybe I could get you out. Hang on. Alright. You gotta stay off the track. Stay off the track. Watch out for the leaders. They're coming right there. Alright. I'm gonna follow you the whole way around. Oh, shit. What the hell? Alright. It's just not. Oh, Matsuki! Oh! What the what'd you do? What have you done? No, bro, I can't let you back in. It's a disconnect. That's it. Oh my days. Come on stage. What have you done? Alright, trying to recover that, Liam. Matsuki's out. For fuck's sake. Alright, well.
You let Liam back in, let me also back in.
Liam's what? No, Liam's out.
No, but you let him back in earlier.
I didn't let him in.
Now let me back in as well, mate.
I didn't let him in.
Now, you said then if there's a safety car, he could be back in.
Yeah, because this because he crashed his car in the freaking pit lane, but he got it out.
No, skill issue. I'm back in. Fuck it.
But alright. Well, guess you won't be scoring points then. Alright, well. Oh, you're probably confused with Epic. I just told Epic, yeah, just don't get in the way of anyone. He's just trying to get a fastest lap or something. That's what Epic's doing. Alright, Liam, watch out, mate. Yeah, that's just nuts. What is that? It's just nuts. What is this? Yo. I don't think
Jordan, how do you set laps? Set my laps to 21.
Okay. Alright, there we go. It's just so dumb. Alright. Again, Chris still the leader. Pretty much it. And Oyskry is now more than 5 seconds clear of Green Ninja Warrior. So at this rate, he will finish on the podium. Has anyone gotten a penalty? Paluca, 5-second time penalty. Excessive corner cutting. Oh, hang on a minute. Oyskry could get a penalty here if he were to reach 30, which would put him out of the podium contention. Oh, Danny's something
And
fucked up
Green.
with him. Oh, Danny's in the main what the hell? Yeah.
Wait, hold up. I finished 90% of the race, so I should be classified P10.
Fine.
I got a fucking PS.
Yeah, I guess Daddy gets P9 then. I don't know. I don't know what he's done. I don't know how you do that. But okay. I guess Danny's P9. And Oyster cannot afford to corner cut because he would get a 5 sec. And that would put him out of the podium. Meanwhile, Chris and James still fighting for P1. They both far away from the CC limit. But James is still there, trying to apply pressure to Chris. And this will be big in the championship, with Pi only finishing P6 today. Oh, what's he done? What's Liam done? Oh. What the?
Oh, it says 30 CCs.
Okay. Well, it's a 10-second penalty for Oyskry.
Both Sam and Green are on 29.
So Green can't CC now.
Oh, that could actually, if both of them CC, that could just end
Well, then
the order as is.
yeah, it just ends the order as is, yeah.
Nero could go P5 if he closes up. No, wait, Nero has a
Near's
speeding.
mile, yeah.
Holy shit, like top 7 could potentially all have 5-second penalties.
Oh, Grinja Warrior. Looks like he's going to finish on the podium. Oyskry is not 10 seconds clear. So, yeah, unfortunate for him. But Chris
if
still
Green
the
gets
leader.
one more CC, he could be...
Yeah,
Oyster
that's
finish
true.
on the podium.
So Green can't afford a CC on this final lap. Meanwhile, Chris doing everything in his power to keep James Rigby at bay. And he will be on course for yet another win. He won the first 2 rounds of the season, of course. I don't know what is going on with Danny and Liam over there in the pit lane, but yeah, they're doing their thing. Through cups we go. And the brilliant dominance that Rusties have showed once again. Solidifying another 1-2 finish. As they complete Magus and Beckett for the final time. Chris is the one out in front, and I don't think James Rigby has anything to fight for it. James would have scored the maximum points from last all the way to second. He's got the fastest lap, but his teammate looks like he's had the better strategy. Tried the overcut, he made it work. Came out slightly behind James Rigby, but the 1 lap tire wear made a difference. This is going to come round the final corner to win the British Grand Prix. And James Rigby finishes P2 in his home race, which you should still be proud of. Oyster on the road finishes P3. And Green Ninja Warrior coming around the final corner. Green's on 30 cc's. Nah, he's not. But Green will finish in P3, because penalties. Paluca has climbed up to P5. He's overtaken Sam, it looks like. So, point limit, or damage limitation for Paluca. He finishes P5.
Nope, I finishes P6.
Oh, P6 penalties. Yeah, okay, my bad. So P6.
Nero cut whole turns to catch up. Do you have video?
Well, either way, he didn't even gain
map,
anything.
yeah.
He's like still behind.
What the fuck is happening to my car?
All right, podium drivers to the podium, please.
What the fuck is happening?
Let me see. All right.
Whoa, someone